Good morning. This morning we're going to talk about reducing cumulative trauma disorders. Cumulative trauma disorders are strains that result from long-term repetitive motion or continually working in an awkward position. Strains commonly occur in the wrists, arms, shoulders, or back, affecting the body's joints and surrounding muscles and tendons. CTDs are said to be today's fastest growing occupational problem, affecting all types of employees from computer operators to construction workers. Modern equipment, tools, and machinery have increased production capabilities in many ways, but in some cases they've also increased the potential for strain injuries in people. These disorders not only cause great discomfort, they can also affect a person's employability and personal lifestyle choices. Here are some suggestions for trying to reduce your exposure to cumulative trauma disorders. First of all, do warm-up exercises before beginning physically demanding tasks. The athletes do this, and a lot of our general contractors have stretch and flex. It's a good idea. Plan ahead. If you're going to be doing a job that's awkward, think of a way to make it easier. Rotate your work positions to change how muscles are being used during your work shift. Use the proper tool for the job to avoid awkward movements and the need for overexertion. Take a rest break when fatigue sets in. It doesn't have to be long, but just a couple of minutes to try to get yourself back together. Carefully stretch tired or overworked muscles to improve circulation and relieve tension. When appropriate, use anti-shock or anti-vibration gloves. Always use proper lifting technique. Back strain is one of the most common cumulative trauma disorders. When using hand tools, keep your wrists in a neutral position as opposed to repeatedly bending them up and down or sideways during work tasks. Just because a coworker is not affected by a physically demanding task, don't ignore messages your body sends you. Although humans share many physical characteristics, people are often different in terms of their physical strengths and weaknesses. What affects someone else may not necessarily affect you, and vice versa. All muscle discomfort and fatigue is not a cumulative trauma disorder. Everyone experiences occasional aches and pains from both work and play, especially if you're not used to the activity that you've been engaged in lately. Nevertheless, awkward, repetitive work positions can result in long-term physical problems, so it's up to you to avoid these in whatever ways you can. If the ache doesn't go away within a day or two, follow the above suggestions. If you have early symptoms of chronic discomfort, report it immediately to your supervisor. The sooner a better tool or work position can be incorporated into your work activities, the sooner those symptoms can be controlled. All right, well, thank you very much for your time. I hope that this is useful to you, and I hope that you'll find that you can employ it to enable you to avoid these cumulative trauma disorders. Thanks very much.